One thing that makes me so happy is seeing in the comment section from you guys something along the lines of, I've been here since 2018 or 2019, whatever it is. From back when I was making hair videos, through my earliest vlogs, through COVID until now, you guys are still watching me, and it absolutely blows my mind that people are still watching my videos and have been for like 5 years now. It makes me so happy, and I absolutely love to see that. But I kinda need to apologize. I can't seem to find one specific niche. I'd started off with making hair videos, and that is not me, it's not who I am. And then I started to do some like only vlog content, and then I started to take some road trips and trickle in more outdoor stuff, and now there's a lot of camping and backpacking and reviews and a hell of a lot of mountain biking. So I apologize for changing things up too much. I guess that's just kinda who I am. Typically when I make end of year videos, I kind of look at little snippets of every single video I made in that entire year. So instead of doing that, this year we're gonna look at my top 3 favorite videos that I made in 2023. So without further ado, let's get into it. My number 3 favorite video, the first one on this list, is I have never ridden trails like these, Heritage Trails, Wisconsin. Surprise, surprise that a video that's pretty much dedicated to mountain biking is on this list. I struggle with that skinny so much. So fun thing about this park, I had no idea what I was getting myself into with it. I was just trying to find a new place to go mountain biking, but this thing is more of like a mountain bike park. It has a lot more jumps and all that kind of stuff. I knew I wanted to try getting into jumps, but I didn't know I would like it as much as I did after this day mountain biking. I still struggle with that skinny right there. I'm able to do it. I'm much more confident on it, but I fall off probably 50% of the time. This is where the jumps come in. There's sort of like what's called the GoPro effect, where it doesn't look nearly as intense as it actually is when you're riding it. Like obviously I was taking it pretty slow on that one. I'm definitely better at those jumps now, but I think throughout this video I get a little bit more speed. It's nothing impressive. I am not crazy. I'm not good at going over jumps, anything like that, but it's something I want to get better at. A little bit more speed. Starting to get a little bit of air. I know it doesn't really look like anything on the GoPro, but it was a ton of fun, and that was the first time I had actually really done a jump line on a mountain bike, and I absolutely fell in love with it. This Heritage Trails Park is now by far my favorite place to go mountain biking, at least in the area that I live right now. So because I found this place and it's my favorite place, I have a total love for going off jumps and doing that kind of stuff and more intense mountain biking. I definitely want to get better at it and just move up to bigger jumps. Nothing crazy, I'm not going to push it by any means. I'm going to take my time and learn more, but I'm hoping to do a lot more jumps and that kind of stuff coming up in 2024. So there you have it. That was my number 3 favorite video in 2023, mainly because of my love of mountain biking, and this just fueled the flames even more. All right, and for number 2, we have... Me and Ashley are in the Porcupine Mountains Wilderness State Park in Michigan. Today we're backpacking 9 miles. Tomorrow is only 7, and then our last day is a total of 13 miles for a grand total of a 25-mile loop around the Porcupine Mountains. 29. What'd I say? Oh, 29-mile total loop around the Porcupine Mountains. Let's go. So me and Ashley did a 29-mile loop around the Porcupine Mountains. There's several different campsites you can stay at. You go down by the lake, there's several different trails, but you get to go follow rivers down to the lake, back up, loop around however you want to, and it was a ton of fun. The Porcupine Mountains, which is in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. It's a place that I had gone as a kid with my family, and I really, really liked it, but when I was there, I was a lot younger, so I don't remember a ton of it, and I wasn't able to really appreciate it for what it is. Where now, as an adult, I get to go there and experience with my girlfriend and get a really good experience out of it and truly enjoy it for what it is. So we had a pretty sweet campsite. It was right above that river. We followed that river pretty much that entire first day and got to camp right up above it. And then we got to try for the first time me and Ashley's own homemade dehydrated beefy cheddar mac and cheese.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
Like, as
it's
far
really
as
not bad.
goes.
Yeah, like I'm really surprised the beef is like ground beef.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
It turned out super good. That was pretty sweet. Anyway, so we camped there that first night, and then we walked, we ended up going down to Lake Superior. We got to go walk along the shore for the majority of that second day. Even though it was pretty foggy out, that was Ashley's first time ever seeing Lake Superior, so that was kind of cool. I also wanted to jump in the water and try to like go under, but it was crazy, crazy cold. I was not getting into that water.
Oh, I want to go to that rock out there.
I'm glad we're here now because my feet were starting to get really tired.
I know.
All right, time to hang out and set up everything. Yeah, that was a cool second campsite because we camped right along the shore, which was sweet. But that was a nice night, super fun trip. And then basically after that, we headed home. We're just about to head out. It's 7:40, so we're 40 minutes behind schedule, per usual. So it was a long last day because we had to drive another 5 hours back home, or longer. But it was a great trip. We had a ton of fun. I really enjoyed that one. There you have it. That was number 2, and finally, number 1. Okay, before we get into this video, so a lot of times you have a vision for a video, a way you want it to look or feel when you finish editing, finish recording, everything. Most of the time, it doesn't really turn out how you planned. But this video turned out exactly how I wanted it to be. Jorge, no. You can't play with that, buddy. Bud, you can't play with that lav mic. No biting the lav mic, Jorge. I'm gonna lock you in the room, bud. You're still playing with it. I gotta carry Jorge away. My absolute, without a doubt, number 1 favorite video in 2023 is... So a couple weeks ago, me and Ashley left our 3 cats and started off on a road trip towards Arizona. 16-hour drive today. I had more people message me than any other video that I had saying that they absolutely loved it, that it was a great video. And I couldn't be happier with it. It's awesome. It's fun. It's a great story. It's a great trip. It's goofy, everything. It's just a good video. If you haven't seen it, please go watch this one because it's probably my favorite video on my channel yet. So a little bit of like the inspiration behind this video was, for one, just I had the idea in my head of, rather than like vlogging the whole thing, to do more of like a synopsis of what happened in the video, but also I had some inspiration from Nakey Jakey, who's another YouTube channel that I absolutely love. He films everything with a green screen. They're very goofy and fun, so he was a big inspiration behind the idea of this video. So the next day was our longest hike and the most elevation we would do in one single hike. We drove a little closer to Sedona and did the Wilson Mountain Trail, which is that guy right there. It was blazing sun the entire time, but the views from up top was 100% worth it. Went up way up high, as you can see, up like 3,000 feet to the top. I think it's the tallest point around Sedona. That was awesome. Luckily, got the very last campsite in this national forest campground, like literally the last one, which was awesome because we had no other place to stay. Eventually went to a canyon that is so vast and so deep and so wide, the only word to describe it is grand. Essentially on this trip, me and Ashley just we were in New Mexico, Arizona, and then Colorado. We visited some awesome places. We got to see several places of significance.
Hello, sheep. Hey. Hello, sheeps. Oh, look at you.
We stayed at a private campground, and it was a sheep farm. We got to go up into their pasture, and the sheep were very friendly. They came in right up to us, and like this guy, loved being pet. Some of them, like the babies, were timid, but that was definitely a fun last night of the road trip, was to go see those guys and hang out. Ashley really enjoyed it. But eventually we drove back home. It was a great trip, had a lot of fun, saw a lot of places, drove more miles on a road trip than I ever have. I think it was like over 3,000 miles, something like that. Saw a lot of really cool places, had a ton of fun. The US government doesn't want me to make this video. I love it. The message was great. Again, if you haven't seen it, please go check it out because it's, I think, my favorite video that I have ever made. And it's not even in my typical style. So there you have it, everyone. That is my top 3 favorite videos in 2023. So in conclusion to this year and to this video, I just want to say that YouTube is such an amazing space where you can look into someone's life for what it really is. The meaning behind my channel has always been to be real, not over-exciting, sensationalist type of videos that where everything is extreme and over the top, like the Mr. Beast style videos that have really taken over YouTube in the past few years. My channel has always been and will always remain real to who I am and what a typical life really is. And I have so many other future plans and ideas for this channel and the community that we are starting to build here. Ideas for merch, for other videos, for larger projects and different collaborations. I have had people reach out to me and ask if I have merchandise, saying that they would buy some of mine, and that is a dream of mine. It gets me so excited that people are already asking me if I have that. But the reality of it is that I'm just not quite there yet. At least I don't think that I have the viewership in order to make that happen. For too long it's felt like I have just been steadily climbing, slowly climbing, and just at the tipping point of making YouTube a full-blown career. It always feels like I'm just there, but I can't quite get over the hump, whatever that is. And I don't want it to be that way anymore. It feels like I've been stuck at that tipping point for so long. So, with your guys' help, I want to make 2024 my best year on YouTube yet. But before all that, I want to say thank you. Thank you just for watching my videos. I put a lot of time and effort into this channel in the hopes of just entertaining you or informing you. So for each of you who write nice things in the comments, who like my videos, who share them, and for all of you who have made it this far in this video, thank you all so much. I will see all of you in 2024. Camera out of this tree. I'm removing my hair. This guy is quite a bit. And to do that for 2.5 snow. I cried in. Get him! Once inside this box, insulated air. Me and Ashley just got back. My old in here. It turns out that I just shows you how. So this is your belt. This thing is the beard. Jackie pooping. And it feels like I've just been cooped up inside. I just want to go camping. That sounds like a lot of fun. In the house. Back into my own. It gave me a